Okay, we have a few more people. Okay, I guess we can get started. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Sunday meditation on this Mother's Day. Thank you for being with us this special day. So I'm Janet Montes Diaz. I have been a longtime member of Dawn Mountain, and one of the things I do is lead the Sunday meditation from time to time. So let's just go through what we're going to do today. Today we're going to practice expanding our attention, and we're going to practice just being at rest, being in an expansive space. We're going to start out with our aspirations, our opening aspirations. We'll practice meditation for about 20 minutes, and I'll give a short talk and read a chapter of the book, Comfortable with Uncertainty by Pema Chodron. Then we'll do our closing prayer, meditation, and we'll read the Book of Names. I already explained to anyone we always dedicate the practice we do to others. This is part of what the basic philosophy of Mahayana Buddhism. Everything we do for others and for the benefit of others. So we're passing around the Book of Names. And if you're at a distance, you put the names of the people or beings that you want prayers to be dedicated to in the chat. Then we do the dedication and awe practice. And after that, we just stay and socialize a bit. So let's start off with our aspirations. On the sheet of the group practice prayers, we're going to do the aspiration of Four Boundless States and Shantideva, Way of the Bodhisattva. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever cling to those near nor spurn those far. For as long as space abides, as long as the world remains, just so long may I be there, resolving all beings' pain. So, as I said earlier, we do this meditation just to practice our awareness to the present moment. Also, to be in spaciousness and practice being in spaciousness. Being at ease and knowing what it is to be at ease. And we do it by first settling. We have what's called the 3 pillars. So let's just be in contact with those 3 pillars. First, we feel the contact of our seat to the cushion. And we visualize that this seat, this contact that we have with our seat, with our cushion comes from the very center of the earth. We are supported by the earth itself. And with this support, we can be at ease, we can be relaxed, knowing we are supported. Then we realize that we also, within our body, have a support, the support of our skeletal structure. Our spine is supporting us. The shoulder blades are supporting us. And we know that we can relax all our muscles because we have this skeletal support. Also, within this support, we feel that within us there is a central channel that goes up the spine, and we want that central channel to be open, at ease, so that the energy will flow freely. This energy starts from an energy center we have below our belly button, within our belly. And we call this energy in this center, the do. Thank you. The do in Tibetan. So from this energy center, energy will flow up to the very top of our head. And we are at ease, feeling this. Now, when we practice, we like to keep a soft gaze. You can keep your eyes slightly open and just gaze in front of you without looking at anything specifically. Or if you find this too distracting, it's fine to close your eyes. And just be this way just for a minute. Feel all the 3 pillars. Feel at ease. And now, notice the breath. We're going to pay attention to our breath because whenever we start to meditate, we try to focus on something that we can just keep that focus steady there. It's a way to develop our attention. And we notice the breath. The breath is always with us. The breath is always changing. We inhale, we exhale. So notice how when we inhale, our breath goes in, kind of feel it going down to the do, and just kind of let it flow to the do. And then we exhale. And when we exhale, we kind of feel that energy flow up. And we can kind of visualize it going through the channel, going through our nostrils again, and also going to the top of our head. So you're going to notice as you are there, sensing the breath, that your mind is going to wander from time to time. And this is natural. It's natural for the mind to kind of wander. But whenever you feel that you've lost your attention to the breath, just bring it back. Just gently go back to the breath. And do this as many times as necessary. We always want to go back to the breath. Just gently say to yourself when you find that you're lost in thought, say thinking, let it go and go back to the breath. So we're going to do this for a few minutes and then I'll let you know what we'll go to do next. So let us begin. So now we're going to do the hung practice, and this is another way to develop your attention to a sound. Hung is a Tibetan syllable. It represents enlightened mind. We're going to chant hung, and this practice was the practice that was given to us by Atsampai Rinpoche, which is one of our guiding teachers. He is a Dzogchen master in Tibet, and he gave us this practice as a way to developing our attention to sound and to that sacred syllable. So each one of us will chant hung at their own pace, going hung, hung. Do it for as many times. And we'll do it for a few seconds, and I will ring the bell whenever we are ready to end this. Feel your body. Sense how your mind feels at this moment, how your body feels. Now go back to the breath. Go back, observe the breath as it goes in, as it goes out. let us chant home one more time. Those that are at the distance, if you'd like to unmute yourself so you can join in this chant home. And feel the vibrations of that sound going through your body. Relax. Notice how you feel. Go back to the breath. Back to the breath. This practice that we have done is a practice that you can do on your own. It's wonderful if you can do it on a daily basis. Just if you're new to meditation, you can do it in short intervals. You can do it in 3 2-minute sessions and just pay attention to the breath or pay attention to the sound of home. And then slowly increase it if you like. And it's a wonderful way to develop our attention, develop being in the present moment. I'd like to mention once more the book of names that we're passing around. And if you're on Zoom, you can put it in the chat, or if you're on YouTube also, put it in the chat, who you would like to dedicate the practice to today, and especially the mothers. And we are taking a little break right now. During this break, I'm going to read a chapter from the book, Comfortable with Uncertainty by Pema Chodron, and I believe we're on chapter 48, the slogan, change your attitude, but remain natural. So it says, the fundamental change of attitude is to breathe the undesirable in and breathe the desirable out. In contrast, the attitude that is epidemic on the planet is to push it away if it's painful and to hold on to it tightly if it's pleasant. The basic ground of compassionate action is the importance of working with rather than struggling against. What I mean by that is working with your own unwanted, unacceptable stuff. Then when the unacceptable and unwanted appear out there, you relate to it based on having worked with loving kindness for yourself. This non-dualistic approach is true to the heart because it is based on our kinship with each other. We know what to say without condescension to someone else who is suffering because we have experienced closing down, shutting off, being angry, hurt, or rebellious, and have made a relationship with those things in ourselves. This change in attitude doesn't happen overnight. It happens gradually at our own pace. We have the aspirations to stop resisting those parts of ourselves that we find unacceptable and instead to breathe them in. This gives us much more space. We come to know every part of ourselves, and no more monster in the closet, no more demons in the cave. We have some sense of turning on the lights and looking at ourselves honestly and with great compassion. This is the fundamental change of attitude, this working with pain and pleasure in a revolutionary and courageous way. So it's interesting. Basically, it's saying, we practice Tonglen throughout the day with ourselves, and whenever we have something that is unpleasant, we breathe it in, and then we breathe out whatever is pleasant for us. And it helps us also when we encounter people in our lives that are suffering or struggling in some way. We help them by breathing it in, and then we help them by just being helpful and pleasant to them. So it's a whole basic change in attitude, and definitely it's a practice that we can do any time of the day within ourselves, for ourselves and for others, always for others. So, would anyone have any questions or comments? We'd like to, Nancy.
I've been trying that with, I have a lot of physical aches and pains. I'm old, and headaches. And I've really been trying this specific thing with when I don't feel good, changing my attitude instead of going, how can I fix this? Which has been my attitude for my whole life, of going, with love, just And it seems to be one of those tricky things where it's helping me fix it, because things don't necessarily get worse just because I think they might. And either way, I'm just finding that it saves me a lot of pain and agony about figuring out what to do about things. I'm just the little attitude of, instead of, oh, now what should I take?
Yeah,
Huh,
that's wonderful.
yeah. Shocking that it's that simple. So shocking.
Okay, thank you. So that, Harvey, would you like?
Testimonial.
Thank you.
I'm reminded by what you say, Nancy, of I think Shinzen Young has got a book on working with pain, and I think in it, he likes science. He has a little bit of an equation, and I think the equation is pain times resistance equals suffering. And I think most of the people who are writing on pain and suffering will say, well, pain is kind of irreducible. Physical pain, we all have physical pain of some sort or another. But what most people don't recognize is how much they resist the physical pain. And it's not easy not to resist physical pain. It's kind of, I think, almost baked in a way.
Well, it feels like a moral imperative.
Well,
It's not.
yeah, I think it's kind of Darwin. Another way to say it's Darwinian. I mean, it's kind of like our animal responsibility is to avoid pain. But to the extent that we can create space around it, whether it be with saying ha or aspiring with whatever pain I see or whatever pain I experience, may all beings be free from pain. I don't ever prescribe it myself when I teach as a way to reduce pain. I don't see it as a method or a technique. I see it as an attitudinal change of perspective. If things happen to change, wonderful, but that's a collateral benefit. But I think there really is a training in recognizing pain, discomfort. And, I think she's talking about also the dark side of our lives. And I think we all in these polarized times could do well to own our own darkness. Most of what's going on nowadays is people seeing darkness in others and saying you, and they. And there is a kind of economy of shaming and blaming. And I think the more we're aware of, most of us have all of the dark sides that we attribute to others, the world would be a better place.
I used to try and do this as a method. I never worked as a method. It was just one of those other things. But what I am noticing is that when I just kind of going, I'm assuming that other people are also like me, and I'm starting to connect with their pain. And instead of going, they're dark because they're creepy, it's like, well, maybe everybody feels shitty all the time. And it's lightening up my annoyingness of other people, which is really a good thing for me, because I tend to not like them. And just anything that lightens it up's a win.
Well, I think any explicit or implicit appreciation that others are under the same cloudy skies that we're under is wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Anybody else have anything to share or observe? Can we get rid of that box over Charlie? Just click the blue dash, the blue, there you go.
Say it again, Harvey.
We have on our screen, we have a large, okay, we just got
Okay.
a box
Yeah.
over you. We got rid of the box that was over you, Charlie.
I feel much better now.
Yeah, we're all lighter because we all know that we all have boxes over us.
We have all joined the team's audio.
We've all inhaled our boxes. Good.
Okay. Okay, so unless anyone else would like to say anything, I'm just going to remind everyone of our upcoming events. As you know, many of you know already, we are going to start our Sourcing Cycles retreat actually tomorrow evening. So in case anyone has not registered yet, I would like to come. If you're new to Soakshin Cycles, you fill out the application, and we will work on getting you all set up. Tomorrow, it will start in the evening, right?
7 o'clock.
Yes. Then
Here or online.
yes. And we have our Shitro retreat the week after that. I mean, tomorrow we're having the Being Human and a Buddha 2 retreat, which is based on Anne's book. And it is basically the 7 trainings of Longchenpa. And then we will have a Shitro retreat the following week. So if you haven't registered, please do, if you're interested in coming.
I can advertise. First and third Tuesdays of the summer will be sort of moving into some new territory based on teachings that are in our lineage, but they're sort of earlier in our lineage, that look at really basic Buddhist teachings and how we can open those up experientially. And Nathaniel and Lama Rigzin and I will be offering what I think will be a very exciting and fresh exploration of meaningful Buddhist teachings, opening up into our experience.
Very good. Thank you. I think those are the main events we have coming up, right?
Those are the main events. June 29th, we're going to be participating in the Pride Parade.
Yes. Yeah, here in Houston, locally. Okay, I'd like to just remind everyone that everything we do here is because of the generosity of all who come here. And so we always are open to accepting any donations you would like. We have a box here physically for those that are here at the entrance where you can leave a donation. Oh, and if you're in Zoom, I mean, we can always go to our website and give. Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and do our closing meditation. So once again, let's just think of our 3 pillars. First, we have the contact of our seat on our cushion. We visualize it coming from deep within the earth. We know that we can relax knowing that we have this vital support. Be at ease, relax. And then feel that your skeletal structure is giving all the support your body needs to be straight in a very relaxed way. You can relax all your muscles now. Also slightly open your mouth so that all the muscles here in your neck are relaxed and at ease. And visualize once more that central channel that is going up from your belly all the way up to the top of the head. And the energy is flowing freely throughout that central channel. Now observe the breath. That's one more time. Observe the breath as it goes in and out. You can visualize the breath going in all the way down to the dome, then going out, up through the central channel, and going out through the nostrils. And once again, if you notice that your mind is straying from the attention to the breath, just gently go back to the breath. That's all you have to do. Drop the thought. Say thinking, thinking. Go back to the breath. Do this for a few minutes. Now let us chant home. People on Zoom can unmute themselves and we'll chant all together for a few minutes. Now, go back to the breath. Just be with the breath. Okay. So now we'll read the Book of Names. So we dedicate the merit that we have accumulated by doing this practice today to the following beings: Porfirio in the Bardo, Ed, Jenny, Elizabeth, Sloan Hyde, Barbara Elkman, Michelle Hunter, Neil Westlake, Stephanie Clearly, Annie, Morton Liftovsky, Anna Hyde, Joanne Schneider, Bobby, Melissa, John, Camachos, Jose, Andrew, Gina, Jaime, Monica, Lovi, Robbie, Tony, Sophie, JJ, Margaret, Rachel, Anna, Sue Stefura, Patty and Sean O'Brien, Romana and Keith Harding, Devon Peak, Gary Pug, Tabby and kids, Doug McGregor, Sylvia Rolando, Nathaniel, Emma, Noah, Penny, Lee, and Gaza, the people in Gaza. Now let's do our closing prayer, the sharing the merit. I think we have it here, our dedication and our blessing. Okay. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very ground. And we'll do the blessing with the candle. With all of you in mind, we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom shine within us, everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. So we will do our final for everyone. We visualize, as we say, we chant that all the merit we've accumulated today will go out to all of us, out to wherever we are, our town, our location, our state, the country, the planet, and to all sentient beings everywhere throughout the universe. So thank you. Thank you all for coming, and have a wonderful Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thank you.
Take care, everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Bye-bye.